Hi again folks, how you all doing? I haven't released a video for about 2 weeks. I've just been really busy doing stuff in the garden mostly, just making the most of the reasonable weather we've had. When I got my shed put in, I had to do a wee bit of landscaping work round about it, and I had to paint it and stuff, and I've put in my garden tool storage shed, just a plastic thing I got online, but it does the job. And in between times, I've been working on the layout. Now, I've been doing a lot of gardening outside, and I've been gardening on the layout. Let's have a look at what I've done. So the section that I took away into my studio, it's here on my workbench getting worked on. As you can see, I've almost got the gardens finished. I've got a few things to do. I've got some trees to put in, gates, people obviously, flowers and other things. I quite like the idea of having little vegetable patches in a couple of the houses. But yeah, it takes a bit of time to do all this, putting in hedges and walls and fences and everything else. It takes a bit of time. I've still got a lot to do. I've got to fix my gates in, some more trees, get some trees around the outside of this. And I need to work on the little farmhouse here. As you can see, I've built a track coming down that'll go to the gateway there in the wall. This is a little farm shop. I plan for this area to be a car park for the farm shop, and maybe have another couple of buildings or something. Quite where this is going to go, I've not entirely decided yet. I think it'll probably go about there. It'll overlap with the join. But yeah, we'll see. So I think I'm not going to do any work to this until I get this section back onto the layout, and then I can see exactly how it's going to work with the other section that goes in here. So yeah, nearly there. As I say, I've got a few things to do, and I'll need to wait till all the glue's dry, because I've just glued in the scatter in these gardens here. So we'll let that set. That takes about 24 hours, and then we'll get the gates glued in and tidy things up a bit, get some more trees in, and then I think we'll get this back onto the layout. The track that I built here is going to continue on. So it'll continue on along where this wall's been placed just now. This isn't glued in, but yeah, I'm going to have a track. I'll maybe see if I can get some more of this walling and have some wall coming along this side of it as well. And we'll get some trees and things in here. And then once we get that section back in, we can get a few other things done to it, but it'll be nearly done. And then we start on the car park and cafe. I'd really hoped in this video to be starting the car park and the cafe, but yeah, things have taken a bit longer than I thought with this section up here. As I say, I've just been so busy with other stuff just now. I don't know about you, but I find in hot weather, I'm just not really in the mood for doing model railway related stuff, especially working on the layout. So progress has been a bit slow, but as soon as I've got that section back in, we'll get onto the car park and the cafe. I don't think that'll take too long, but I've now jinxed it by saying that. And I'm still thinking about what to do with my goods shed here, whether to take it away and have some kind of scrapyard or something in here, and possibly taking the siding away where this 37 and Class 08 are just now. Yeah, we'll think about that. It's kind of low priority at the moment. Another thing quite a few people have mentioned is facing up the edge of the layout with plywood. At the moment I've just painted it brown just so it didn't stand out, with the white and grey polystyrene. But yeah, the plan is to do that, but it's a bit of work. But I do have some plywood. I think I'll maybe have enough, maybe need a couple of bits more. But yeah, we'll get that done at some point. Again, it's kind of low priority. And as I've said in all my layout updates recently, I really start need to thinking about signals, because it is a kind of a glaring omission at the moment. I didn't want to put them in because I'd ended up just knocking them over all the time, so I kind of wanted to leave them till near the end when the layout was in a state of near completion. But yeah, I think once we've got the car park and the cafe all sorted out, I think the next thing is get some signals in. And because I've been working on the layout, everything's become a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess in here, and it's an even bigger mess in here. I really don't like working in a mess, so as soon as I've got this section back onto the layout, I need to tidy everything up, get things back in order. I've just noticed I've got a broken chimney. I must have knocked it. But there you go, that's what I've got done so far. Let me know what you think. Personally, I'm never happy with what I do. No matter what I do, I'm never happy. I always see the faults, I always see the bits that could be better. I just can't help it. But it'll do. I think I've said in the past that the scenery that I build for the layout is not meant to be super detailed or anything. It's just kind of an effective backdrop. That's all I've ever really intended it to be. I just don't have the time to sit and get everything perfect. I really wish I could, because, you know, when you see some model railways, they're just amazing. But I just don't have the time to do that, so I have to kind of throw it all together and make do. But, you know, I think you can be pretty slapdash and still produce an effective backdrop for your model railway, I think. Right, here I am in my shed. These are some of the seafoam trees that I bought from, I think it was the Perth Model Railway exhibition last year, or the year before it might have been actually. I've done a few of these. I don't follow the instructions. The instructions say to soak them and hang them upside down to straighten them out. And I did try that, but it didn't seem to make an awful lot of difference. So what I'm going to do is spray them with grey paint and then let that dry, and then we'll add foliage to them. So just Plasticoat matte grey. We'll just give it a blast. This is really just to colour up the trunks, because they're very pale. So I think just making them grey is a bit more effective, I think. That'll do. We'll let that dry. So now that the paint's dry, I'm going to add some foliage. To do that, I use a cardboard box, some loose foliage of some description, and a can of spray adhesive. So, just going to spray the adhesive, get that out of the way, spray the adhesive onto the tree quite liberally, give it a good soaking, and then over the box just pour on the foliage. A lot will fall into the box, but that's why the box is there. You can reuse it. So give it a gentle shake, and then give it another spray. And there's a little tree. And then just stick it back into the polystyrene to let it dry. So I've got all these ones to do. Okay, so this has just been a very quick video just to let you see what I've been doing. I just wanted to put a video up just to let you see that I've not been shirking off. I'm trying to get this done, and I'll be starting on the cafe and the car park very soon, possibly tomorrow actually. We'll maybe see a bit if I can film a bit of doing that, maybe, you know, lifting the sidings out or something. We'll maybe see what I can do. But yeah, no running session today. I've just not got the time. Time is just very, very precious at the moment. But I hope to get back to normal pretty soon. Okay, folks, catch us later.